Thank you so much as we prepare our hearts for the word. Thank you, Brother Tim. Let's open our Bibles to the Gospel according to St. Luke. And we want to go to Luke, the 2nd chapter, and the 34th through the 35th verses. And then after you find that, find Matthew 12, 46 through 50. St. Luke chapter 2, verse 34. And Simeon blessed them and said unto Mary, his what? Mother. Behold, this child of yours is set for the fall and rising again of many in Israel, and for a sign which shall be spoken against. Yea, a sword shall pierce through thy soul also, that the thoughts of many hearts may what? May be revealed. And if you go now to Matthew chapter 12, and let's begin our reading at the 46th verse. And I'm just going to read a little bit. While he yet talked, that is Jesus, to the people, behold, his mother and his brethren stood without, desiring to speak with him. Verse 48, but he answered and said unto him that told him, who is my mother and my brethren? And verse 50, for whosoever shall do the will of my Father, which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and what? Mother. And just for a few minutes today, let me share with you, using this title for the message, the upgrading of motherhood. Yeah. Turn to somebody and say, it's time for an upgrade. Turn to somebody else and say, you may not think you need one, but you need an upgrade. Stop looking at their hair and their clothes. It's time for an upgrade. Toya Graham, the Baltimore single mother who publicly disciplined her 16-year-old son. Any of y'all know who I'm talking about? Yes. Son who had joined protesters who soon turned into, some of them, rioters and looters. That mother went and used everything that she had in order that she might bring her son home. And that mother, Toya, is being praised by many around the world as a model of concerned motherhood. When you think about it, she showed graphically the responsibility that goes with parenting, even in this post-Proverbs world, where people no longer believe. Spare the rod and you'll spoil the child. But you couldn't tell that to Toya. And I believe that this same spirit of responsibility came upon Mary, the mother of Jesus, upon hearing of his radical teachings and radical methods of dealing with people. She went to get him, for it seemed to her that he was making a fool of himself. And here Mary went to get her grown son. And by using her body language and her words, she did some verbal and auditory ear twisting. And her intent was to bring him home. When she got to the house where Jesus was teaching, she sent someone to tell him that his mother was outside. And his mother wanted him to come out. But Jesus, being not only the son of Mary, but also the Son of God, he used that occasion to do something special, not only for Mary, but for all mothers. Jesus used that encounter in order to upgrade motherhood. And what he did on that day long ago is an inspiration to Christian mothers everywhere. When they said to him, "Your mother is outside," Jesus did not think a lot about it. He simply said, "Who is my mother?" And he went on to say, "My mother is they who do the will of my Father who is in heaven." Now, brothers and sisters, Jesus was not trying to hurt his mother, but he was seeking to lift her from a narrow, restrictive confine of a biological mother to bring her into the liberating powers of a spiritual mother. I'm sure that you will agree with me that as a biological mother, Mary wanted for her child what every mother wants. He wanted the best for her child. And she wanted the best in the context of human understanding. See, mothers like Mary are mothers who are always willing to sacrifice and willing to work hard to nurture and guide and protect their child. But I wonder, do we always really know what is best for our children in the context of human understanding? You see, Mary thought she did. But Mary was not seeing as God sees. Mary wanted Jesus to come home and to stop what he was doing. But Jesus had received a mandate from his Father, and his Father told him, no, I sent you into the world to restore the kingdom and to redeem the world back to God. See, often the destinies of our children are the result of our prayers. We're praying all the time. Lord, take care of my child, protect my child, guide my child. But when things begin to occur, it is sometimes not what we thought it should be. And the reason it is that way is because we are not thinking with the mind of God.
All right.
You see, Mary prayed fervently that the kingdom of God would come to the earth. But Mary did not understand that it was her own son, Jesus Christ, who would usher the kingdom into the world. And he would not do it simply by preaching and teaching, but by the laying down of his life on a hill called Calvary. Jesus, when they came to him, said, who is my mother?
Yes, sir.
Now, you know, some would think that Jesus' words were a little cruel.
Come on here.
But Jesus was not being mean to his mother.
No, sir.
He was lifting his mother to a new level of understanding about motherhood. He wanted his mother to become a spiritual mother that had the ultimate concern for the destiny of her child. Every Christian mother here today must upgrade your motherhood.
All right.
You got to upgrade it with a spiritual vision of God.
Yes, sir.
You got to upgrade it with a spiritual understanding of God's will.
Yes, sir.
So you got to seek to understand the will of God for your child.
Well.
And if you do not know what the will of God is for your child, will of God for your child is that they might be saved.
Saved.
Will of God for your child is that they might be in church. Will of God for your child is that they might walk in obedience.
Yes, sir.
Will of God for your child is that they might be on their divine purpose. Mary didn't understand that. And so Jesus had to give her an upgrade.
Yes, sir.
I think many of you that have electronic devices,
Come on here, Doc.
you know that things don't work well until they are what? Upgrade.
Yes, sir.
Many of us need an upgrade of our faith.
Yes, sir.
Some of us need to upgrade our thinking.
Watch out, man.
For we need to learn how to think with the mind of God.
Yes, sir.
For God said, my thoughts are not your thoughts. And my ways, are y'all here? Are not your ways. Many of us need to upgrade our prayer life. Not, Lord, give me this and give me that. But rather, nevertheless, Lord, not my will. Oh, I think somebody understands what I'm saying. But thine be done. Some of us need to upgrade our emotion and learn to relate to one another in the spirit of love. For though I speak with the tongue of men and angels.
Yeah, yeah.
Anybody hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And have not love.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm hurrying to a close. I become as a tinkling cymbal.
Yeah.
And a sounding brass.
Yeah.
Some of us need to upgrade our faith.
Come on, Doc. Doc.
And understand that faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Somebody needs to upgrade your giving. Jesus said, give, and it shall be given unto you. Pressed down, shaken together, running over. Good measure shall men give into your bosom. Some of us need to upgrade our strength and understand that God said, my grace, am I right about it? Is sufficient for you. Do you know that many of us are living our lives with an antiquated version of Jesus? We got a version of Jesus that is built on tradition and theology, but never reflects who Jesus really is. Hey, when you get an upgraded version, you'll know that he was not just another man that lived in Galilee, but Jesus is the living Son of God. He's the rose of Sharon. He's the lily of the valley. He's the bright and morning star. He's the great I am. I am bread when you're hungry. I am water when you're thirsty. I am peace when you understand. I am joy in the midnight hour. Somebody said weeping may endure for a season, but with joy, somebody say joy. Joy comes in the morning. I'm so glad that I got my faith upgraded. And it was at the cross. Anybody know what I'm saying? At the cross. At the cross. Where Jesus died. He died on a Friday long ago. He died till the sun refused to shine. He died till the earth began to rock and reel. He died till somebody said, surely this man is the Son of God. He died for your sins and mine. He died to redeem the world. They buried him in a borrowed tomb. But somebody say early. Somebody say early. Sunday morning, he got up with unknown power. And God said, because you upgraded humanity, I'm going to upgrade you. I'm going to give you a name that is above every name.